Okay, so.
Talk about Steve?
You have stuff on your mouth, though.
What's up, Team NBL? It's Music by Lucas.
And Lawrence E. Ray, DJ filmmaker, DJ producer, and this week's talk is about
how Steve Aoki continues to be successful.
Okay, so before we dive into it, though, I think we need to talk about the elephant in the room, the pizza right here. Ooh, as you saw from the intro, yes, you guys, we ordered the how would you say
Pizza
this?
Aoki.
Pizza Aoki. You have to say it like that really quick.
If you haven't heard about it, Steve Aoki just started his own pizza delivery service. It's only in Los Angeles right now.
Yeah, it's only in LA, you guys, in case you're wondering.
We're feeling pretty lucky because we are here.
Yeah.
And yeah, should we try it?
Yeah, I almost took a bite while you were talking. You were taking forever.
Pizza cheers.
Cheers to the pizza. Okay, let's see.
What are you laughing about?
You took the biggest bite I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm hungry.
Let's see.
Compare the bite sizes.
I took a really big bite for me, though.
Okay, but still mine is way smaller. Yeah.
I actually like it.
I think it's good.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Obviously, there are tons of DJs and producers out there who have found success, who continue to have success, but we wanted to touch base on Steve because one, his pizza joint just opened 3 days ago, so we thought, why not? Let's talk about him.
Yeah.
And two, I think there's tons and tons of ways that he's really unique, and I think that is like really cool about Steve.
Well, yeah, I think also that the principles...
Steven, my friend.
I think the principles about Steve Aoki, like what he's done to find success can work for, like it goes across the board. It doesn't even matter like what industry you're in. Like just the stuff that he's done and continues to do.
Obviously, we're talking about Steve Aoki right now, and we'll backtrack a little bit, but the pizza thing is just a new venture, a new way to, maybe it's gonna make money, maybe it's not, maybe it's gonna spread his name a little bit more, maybe it's not, but maybe he's just deciding that he likes pizza and he wants to.
Yeah.
We're not sure the reasoning behind it, but it's just so cool because it's another thing that he's doing, even
and
though it has
like,
nothing
how does
to do
he
with
find
music.
time to do it in the first place?
Yeah, that's insane.
That's
like,
the crazy part to me is like what you thought. It obviously helps him get in the news. Like if you search Pizza Aoki, it's all over the news.
Yeah, that's true.
He probably learned a lot about the restaurant business from his dad from growing up in that industry, and now he's finally going back, or maybe he already had a restaurant venture at some point before that we don't know about.
Yeah,
but he's going back and going into that.
Yeah, I think I read something where like his brother even owns a sushi place, so it's kind of like a family thing.
It seems like
cool.
Yeah, and he obviously if it comes from that skill, so now he can go out and do it. But
well, you know, your dad's a DJ, so I mean, you're doing family thing too.
Yeah, maybe I should try to. We should gotta do another venture. Like, what's our other venture? We gotta come up with something.
I don't want to be an accountant like my dad, so I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do your dad's business.
Nah, that sounds terrible.
So one of the other things about him is that he has literally collabed with everyone, and if he hasn't collabed with them yet, he's trying to collab with them.
Yeah, it seems like it. I mean,
even the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys.
will.i.am.
Like Lil Jon, I'm pretty sure.
Kid Cudi, I think.
Like just like random people from like not the EDM world.
Right.
Like that's so cool to me because I think a lot of people are like, that's not alright, or like I need to like maybe focus on even the people who like only produce my exact genre, you know what I mean? And so it branches out, like it's really smart. I don't know if this is what he's thinking, not sure, but it branches out the fan base.
Yes.
So like he's now grabbed that audience of a whole different, you know, vibe over to him, bring it over to him.
He's also one of those DJs where even if you've never heard one of his songs, you know who he is.
Yeah, a lot of people do, because surprisingly in LA, actually, when we talk about like EDM or anybody like in the industry, like they wouldn't know who Brooks was or anybody,
or even Don Diablo.
Like they don't know. It's surprising, and people always are like, no, that's not true. No, it's true. It's not like as big here as it is other places. So like we always are like, who do you know? And they're like, you know, I don't know.
Steve Aoki is one of those
Steve
names.
Aoki and Tiesto and Marshmello, I think, are like they're like, that sounds familiar.
And they're all people that, again, even if you have never heard one of their songs, you would know who they are. Like even like grandmas know who Marshmello. Like they're like, oh yeah, I've seen that. You know, like they've seen
the Marshmello head,
because the branding it works so well. Just like Steve Aoki with his long hair, with the cakes, with all the different things that he's done, all the different people he's worked with.
Right, and I think like the fact that he keeps you know, collabing with a bunch of different people keeps him relevant, keeps him busy, keeps new music coming, and all of that you always need to kind of have along with everything else you're doing, which he is doing a lot. Like, I think he performs a lot.
Yeah, 260 shows a year or
Who
something.
knows the number, but yeah, it's like, what?
Yeah.
It's plus this, plus pizza, plus what? He's crazy.
Yeah, he always says he's gonna sleep when he's dead, so.
And now I think it's time for
the highlights of the week.
Okay, what are the highlights of the week?
For the highlights, guys, this week we have a new team vlog.
Yes.
And this week's team vlog.
I went back home to my home state of Indiana. It's a weird state in the U.S. If you don't know about it, you gotta watch the vlog and also watch because Lucas lets off huge fireworks.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
That was a
but
little
he's
bit
here,
crazy. I'm still here.
So that's good. Also, Lucas, tell them about your new song that just dropped.
My new track, Dreamin', is out and it's on Hexagon Radio as well.
As Spinnin'.
Yeah, you gotta go check it out. It's on
Oh
Spinnin'
my gosh,
Sessions today
it's so
with Oliver
cool.
Heldens. So that will, of course, if you haven't heard it yet, you definitely need to go check it.
You got to. It's a good one.
We also have a new song of the week, which is by James Trainer.
Yo,
it's really
James!
cool. He's a
Nice.
Canadian producer.
Nice.
He submitted an epic track. It's like kind of future, kind of deep, really big drop. I love it.
IGTV, we just answered a question.
Yes.
Hashtag AskTeamNBL
We're
if you guys
doing,
want to shoot those.
we're doing
over.
hashtag AskTeamNBL on IGTV, so you can ask us anything and we'll give you like an explanation. This week
Yes.
we did how we met.
How we met. Everybody always asks that, so we answered that question over there, so head on over for that. And if you want any of the links to all those highlights, they are in the description below. Now, back to the talk.
So the other thing about Steve Aoki is he's iconic. He puts his name on everything, like he brands everything that he does. He always like makes it an opportunity like, I could put Aoki on that.
Like what?
Or, hey,
like what does he
like
put it on?
Aoki Pizza.
Yeah,
The
what
Aoki
else?
Jet.
Oh.
Dimmock his label. I mean,
yeah.
he's always like finding ways to, like we said, with the collaborations.
Yeah, and
But,
I think
yeah.
not even only with his name necessarily, but like just the Steve Aoki vibe. Like, have you guys ever seen pictures of his house? Okay,
Yes.
like Google after this video, not now. Google pictures of his house. It is weird and intricate and interesting, but it's Steve Aoki, man. He has
Yeah.
like Mickey Mouse statues. Wait,
Yeah.
it's a snake that ate
It's
a
by
Mickey.
Banksy.
It's
Yeah.
a snake that ate a Mickey Mouse, so you can see like the shape
And then
of
he
a
has
Mickey
the ball
Mouse and a
pit.
snake. It's,
He has
oh,
like
yeah,
his own ball,
pit.
like foam ball pit, where you can like dive like a
And I
gymnastics
think
place.
he has the cartoon picture of his face in the bottom of his swimming pool.
Yes.
What? That's iconic too. I think that's iconic too. Like
Yeah,
how
it
he
is.
always does the cartoon picture of his face. Or
Yeah,
what's it
it's
called?
a stencil.
a stencil, like an outline of his.
Yeah.
You guys have seen it before. Like
Yeah.
that's smart. That's like Batman. It's
Right.
like you need to like turn on the light, and then there's like the Steve Aoki symbol in the area.
Again, you can
Like,
think of other people that do this. Marshmallow, Deadmau5.
Yeah.
Like, they have like symbols or they have
Yeah, they'll wear the
iconic
helmets,
things.
but then
or
like
Martin Garrix with the plus X. Like
Yeah.
these are things that you can be like, oh, I've seen that before.
And it's smart because when people see that, they know it's them, and it's a really good marketing tool to have, and that will push forward success in some way.
Right.
Just because of the fact that people recognize and know.
Or they'll say something like, oh, are you gonna throw cake on us like Steve Aoki? Like,
Dude, I know.
You're gonna crowd surf in
I
an
can't
inflatable
believe-
raft like
and
Steve
he
Aoki.
like shoots champagne on people, I think,
Right.
in a lot of his shows too.
So all of this,
What?
like we're talking about
I
this,
do not
and the
want
reason
cake.
why we do these talks is to like explain like different things you can do
Yeah,
as
it's just
well.
some ideas of what he's done throughout, you know,
Like, you
his
don't-
experiences.
Yeah, like you don't need to throw cake at people, but you can think about like, okay, why does this work?
Yeah.
And try to reverse engineer it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, let's think of what we spoke about today. Like, he has the stencil of himself. He's
Yeah.
really iconic with his look.
Right.
He's really iconic with his work ethic. He's
memorable.
He does interesting things at his shows. He's just known for a lot of things, and it's just really, really good marketing and branding. Like,
Yeah.
I was reading the Yelp reviews for the pizza, and everybody was like, the word pizza and the word Steve Aoki, I'm in. Like,
Yeah.
it's so smart.
And a lot of people were like, I just got this for Instagram, or like we ordered it
We
and,
kinda
and we're
did.
doing this video. Like, you know, like it's something that you want to pose
But
in a
he's
picture
making
with.
money off of people who said, pizza, Steve Aoki, I'm in. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? For the gram, let's do this thing. And he's making more money because of it. So it's just smart. It's just like
and then
really,
the
really.
other things were collab with more people. Like
Yep.
look for more people,
Yeah.
maybe not even in your industry, to collab with, to work
Because,
with.
like I said, it grabs the other fan base you might not have. You might collab with someone in your genre or someone who's similar to you, but you might have the same fan base. But if you like extend that, you could get more.
And I think it also speaks that you don't have to necessarily do like, he didn't do what his dad did, you know? Like
Yeah,
he
true.
decided to do what he wanted to do, what his
like,
passion was.
Neither of his parents, I don't think, are musicians of any type. So,
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really cool. Like he struck out on his own thing.
Yeah.
He worked with other people. He didn't like seclude himself like a lot of artists do, where we want to be like, I work alone. I work, you know, like he opened the door up and was very, like he just brought on, he took every opportunity And I think that is really cool.
It's really cool. And also want to note that he does a lot of charitable work, which I think is super cool. Like, it said he's been like supporting certain causes since he was like 14 and stuff, giving back to the community and like always putting money towards charity causes and stuff. I think that's really cool too.
He's true to himself, and
he doesn't like success get to his head. He's still giving back, which I think is neat.
He's open with other people, and he doesn't stop.
Oh, Steven. You're the best.
Steve.
We're gonna go and eat more of this pizza, I think. I hope it made you hungry. If it did, comment in the comments that it made you hungry. And also, let us know if you've tried the pizza or heard of it, because I think that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and also, if you want to see daily content, go check us out on Instagram, IGTV. We have daily videos on there. If you want to listen on the go, these are now on SoundCloud.
Now on SoundCloud? What?
So
you don't have to watch. You can just listen in your little headphones you're always wearing anyways.
Right, so if it's too much, like if you're in school or whatever the deal is, it's too much to open up the YouTube, or you're running, whatever the deal is, you can listen to Team MBL on the go now for these Friday talks.
And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can watch more of these delicious videos.
Hit that like button if you like this video. And
you have a lot to do, you guys. Your homework list, you better get it all done for us.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. I'm Music by Lucas.
Lauren C. Ray.
We'll see you next video.